see me here, you need to send help. I'm going to be here every year for the rest of my life.
It's about camaraderie, it's about family, it's a lot of fun, and I've made a lot of good friends along the way.
The motorcycles, the friends, the riding, the charity.
Everything is just beautiful. I'll be coming again and again.
I want to start out with our ride captain, one of LA's finest, Carroll.
Intensity and passion that everybody has for this kind of ride and what they're doing makes it special. You're out riding with a bunch of people who share the same DNA and the same passion, so what could get better than that, you know?
We're just so thankful you brought us all here safely, and once again, it's like a family reunion, like Bryan said. It's just good to be back with all these folks.
I've been toying with the idea of getting my motorcycle license, coming up with excuse after excuse. The movie came along, I don't know, it clicked for me. It was one of those things that was just motivational. I want to do this. Why am I waiting? It's time to get out there and do it.
My favorite part is stopping and just being with old friends and making new friends. Every motorcycle rider knows once you get on your bike, once you start getting that wind in your face, your problems, your issues kind of melt away a little bit, so you become one with your machine, you become right in present time. And now all of a sudden you got these new people, or you got old friends that are now part of your environment. It just kind of wakes you up, revitalizes you.
I started riding about 7 years ago. I met a boy.
I had my first scooter, actually, a Vespa 150cc scooter back when I was 14 years old.
My father took me to see Easy Rider when I was 9. Okay, this is what you get after that.
It's pretty easy to get lost in motorcycling as a spec sheet, or here's a bike that does this thing, or this has got this much horsepower. The reality is, motorcycling's heart and soul is the person who's on the bike. So the little moments that happen aren't mechanical moments, but they're human moments.
A few years ago, my dad was diagnosed with colon cancer, and riding was my way of dealing with it.
I remember my first ride where I felt semi-comfortable. It was on a road called Natchez Trace in Tennessee. Big sweeping turns, there were foliage and flowers coming off the tree in spring, and it was just amazing. And that's when I was completely hooked.
When you get into that rhythm that all of us bikers know, and you don't even have to think about it because the bike takes over, and you just go with the flow of the bike, and it's almost like you're dancing, and it's a wonderful feeling.
This is why we ride.
Charity comes out of that spirit of motorcycling. If somebody has got a broken down bike on the side of the road, a million minivans are going to go past you, but the one guy in a pickup truck that day who's a motorcyclist is going to pull over and say, hey, do you need some help? So charity is just part of our DNA as riders. And so motorcyclists have ended up becoming one of the biggest contributors for charitable organizations around the world.
Motorcycle community is all about helping others. I think obviously somebody else inspired me, and hopefully I'm inspiring others. I know for a fact I'm inspiring my daughter that, you know, you can do anything.
What I found is that when you get those people together and you find out how much they want to help, especially for really worthwhile causes like the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, you find them coming together and you finding having something more in common than just going out and riding around on two wheels, and that you really want to kind of make a difference. And I think that's what really kind of brings us all together.
The cause is absolutely important because we were blessed with having healthy boys, and we've seen friends that go through tragedies with their children, and it's so important to be able to help others.
Vanessa and I, we were just sitting back there in the rose garden, and it would just remind you how thankful you are and how blessed you are just to be able to do what we do.
I like the idea of all the bikes together. It's a display, and people notice it, and then the word gets out about the cause.
The trip is epic if you were to do it by yourself, but to share that experience with everybody else and then to end it with a great dinner and really understanding the cause of the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation and that community, I don't think that there's anything else that can really replace this.
It was just breathtaking.
I really enjoy the intersection of helping kids and getting the word out and getting people on bikes and having them have a good time.
And my nephew got a brain tumor when he was 7. It took only 8 months for it to take his life. It just happened so quick, and there wasn't a lot of knowledge about it. That's going to be changed by funding. The Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation does a lot with the money. They do research, they do family support. They're in there and they're helping the families.
Every year, moving forward, this will be called the Steve Moore Spirit of the Ride Award. They'll be awarded every single year. Last year, Elisa was with us, one of his twin daughters, but this year we have Samantha. Samantha did exactly what her dad, she was like, I don't care what it is, I don't ride a motorcycle, I will ride in the back of a pickup truck, I'm coming on this ride with you guys.
This is very special that I can be here to somewhat attempt to fill in my 6'6" father's size 13 boots. Wow, I just know that my father loved to ride. I never stopped and asked him, why? Why do you ride? and I never had to.
Before we present this year's Spirit of the Ride Award, the Steve Moore Spirit of the Ride Award, I just want to do a toast to Steve. Who truly captured the spirit of the ride, and may we always share sunrises and sunsets the way that he did. To Steve, this year's Steve Moore Spirit of the Ride Award goes to Mr. Keith Hernandez. Keith. How this works is like everything we do is it's a family. It's a family deal. You're all family and my family. I want to thank some people that really put this together. Of course, first, our production supervisor and kind of my mom, but the mom for all of us, Ava Brown. I don't know what Ava's. Our lead vehicle and luggage, my father, Nick Brown. Thank you so much. My amazing wife, Tammy. And of course, mostly to our family, the Why Ride family. Thank you so much. You know, about 5 years ago when we were making Why We Ride with Gordon, wouldn't it be cool if we had a trophy where the kids, 12 and under, could vote for the motorcycle that most inspires them to be a rider, a mechanic, a designer, something like that? And you were one of the kids that voted for this year, right? So why did you vote?
I voted for it because I liked the way that the whole design just flowed through the whole bike and the way that the engine matched with every single little piece of the whole bike.
The wind, the freedom, the speed, the joy.
Some days it's the power, I want the throttle. Other days I want to be alone with my thoughts. Some days I just want to travel. Other days I want to be with my friends.
It's my piece of heaven where no one has to call me, talk to me, until I actually stop somewhere.
Giving is one of the greatest things that we can do.
I ride because for Joe.
I'm coming next year for sure. For the riding, food, people, and to support a great, awesome cause.
I just want to thank Bryan and James and their families. Ava's a rock star. They've all been hauling our gear. If you had a little extra bag or you need a little extra something, or for me to be involved in the first one, it was just kind of this little family thing. We're going to take this little ride and we're going to go to this thing called the Quail. The Quail is the bomb. Bryan and James brought the passion and they identified it in the movie. It's what we all need to do is continue to light that fire for others. And so when we can bring people along, and the fact that this thing has not only doubled, but now doubled again, I'm hoping it doubles again next year. But we all got to ride together. And then you realize that this guy has this job, and this guy does this, and this person does that. And at the end of the day, we all bring something to the table. It's what brings this whole ball of goodness together and makes us do great things, like, you know, helping the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation.